that preparation is what builds up everything. It builds up those
It's not a
clientele.
fantasy. It's not a fantasy. Like even if
it's hard fucking work.
If we talk about like the universe and all this stuff and manifestation, we're not talking about fantasy. We're talking about doing enough of the work beforehand, getting yourself financially secure. Like you were talking about, get a job. There's no problem
dude,
with that.
I was doing a job because without it I couldn't fucking do it.
Right.
You know what I mean? And that's a key thing. We spoke about this before. I think if you're listening, don't quit a fucking job until you're ready to quit your job. Please don't. A lot of people are like, oh, so I should quit my job and do this. It's like, please don't put yourself in a bad position, because then you're gonna have a really bad fucking experience. But if you have, like, build a side business,
Yes.
Do it on the side, build something on the side. But I don't believe anymore, right now in 2017 and onwards, you need to completely quit everything you have.
Right.
I believe that there is enough resources. You just have to work an extra 4 hours a night.
Yes. You do have to. You have to put in your time.
Yeah,
like everything
absolutely.
takes time. So you can't.
Dude, I used to come home
get it
from
for
my
free.
job all the time, 4 to 6 hours every night,
Yes.
studying, learning, doing what I'm doing. But then when I was at a position where I was making the same amount of money in my side business as I was with my full-time business, then I started to think, okay, this is possible. And then that's when the opportunity came along, because
And look, and I think to go on this process, whatever that process is, you have to come up with a strategy, and you have to be kind of smart about it. And I'll give you an example. Like, if you love doing photography, right? You're like, hey, I'm gonna do this, and it's gonna take up some time, and equipment is expensive. You got to spend like thousands of dollars. Well, try to at least make it a side business and make some money off of it, so that you learn business at the same time. You learn how to deal with people all at the same time, and at the same time you're doing photography, which is your passion. And if you do something very well, it's very easy to do other things very well, because the same skill set that goes into understanding how to do that goes into that.
Absolutely.
Now, I'll tell you what I really like about what you're doing. Going back to that example with the electrician, even if you stayed there and made a lot of money, this is what you would have to do. You said the other guy didn't have time. You would have to spend a lot of time, make that money, then take time off, and then come visit America and have a good time. You instead said, fuck it, I'm gonna mold and do this hybrid thing. I'm gonna come to America, have my fun, and grow my business at the same time. So you're doing it at the same time. So a lot of times, if you say, I don't have time, that is absolutely true. None of us have time. None of us have time. But the way we position what we want to do, we create some kind of synergy between work and play, so that we can continue to go. Don't listen to people who say, oh, don't have fun, all of this stuff. You need to keep your energy up. You need to have fun. You need to understand why you're going out there and doing this. If right now a meteor is coming down, we're not gonna.
This is so aligned with
nobody
me.
is gonna go tend to their business. I'm not gonna go and be like, oh, I need to go do my accounting tomorrow, so I feel good about myself tomorrow. We're human, man. We're human. Don't get the wrong idea. Because of that, we want to make money. We want to be happy. We want to make connections. Money by itself, what doesn't make you happy? Then connections does. But connections by itself doesn't make you happy unless you get that M4 because you want it. It has nothing to do about materialism or not. We live in a material world. It's like you're saying like, oh, this tree is a material thing. You shouldn't like it. No, you do whatever you want to do. But
do what makes you happy.
Do what makes you happy. What you should glean out of what you see on the internet or anybody else talking, whether it's myself or this guy or somebody else, is that we follow our own path. We follow our own instruction set. You can't copy that per se. So what you have to do is you have to understand what those soft skills are. So a lot of times people say, get out of your comfort zone, or don't be afraid, or try this, or try that, or do the prep work. You're not telling them what prep work is. You're not telling them wake up at 5 a.m., do this, do this, this. You have to go out there and do it. You as a human being are very, 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 very capable of doing anything you want to do. I know for sure we are so pussified in our society. Now, here's the awesome part. Even though we're totally pussified, if you and I get dropped on a desert island, it's part of our DNA to survive. It's part of our DNA to grow. That part will get turned on. Whether we like it or not, we're gonna get turned on. Yep. If we have to swim to the next island to get some food and there's a shark, we will figure out a way to manage that situation. But if we go there right now and there's a shark, I'm not getting out of my boat because I'm too much of a pussy. I don't know what I'm gonna do. You know what I mean? But the whole point is it's built in us. It's just not turned on. There's no reason to get turned on because everything is done for us. Like even in this country, it's really hard to just go fucking broke and die. You can just go to McDonald's and for $5 you can eat and survive. You know what I mean? You can even, there's people who panhandle, and there's people who, like, they'll make like $200 a day. Like, because they're hustling, because they're doing something, they're not afraid of doing something. For me, when I heard like how some people panhandle and they make money, I'm like, holy fuck.
Yeah.
It's not like that I hate them or I'm telling them they shouldn't do this or I'm not going to give them money. I will fucking give them money. I want to help people. But it goes to show you, it's that soft skill of somebody say, hey, I'm going to hustle and I'm going to make this happen.
Absolutely.
It's the same way you talk about e-commerce. Somebody's like, well, I put this product out and I got like one sale and then I haven't got any more sales. What happened? Well, listen, if that guy who's a panhandler is able to make $200 or more a day, what he's doing is he's looking at the quantity of people walking by. So if this street is not working, some of them are very strategic. They'll go to another corner where they know there's going to be more foot traffic. There's going to be more cars coming in. There's a place for somebody to stop at a stoplight to give them money. So even in e-commerce, you're like, well, I sold this one product, but I haven't sold anything else. Yeah, don't stop what you're doing. Change your location. Change that trajectory. Go to a different platform. Maybe your platform has an issue. Maybe there's no audience coming.
Change your angle, change your product.
What these videos are meant to do is for you to find out examples of how people have done it, and then glean information out of that, and then apply that to yourself in a way that
leads clues.
In a way that makes sense for you. It's very hard to copy somebody else. I even like remember back in the day, people were like making a lot of money in real estate. Well, you can't say I'm going to get into real estate and make a lot of money. There's a market pattern there in play. You know what I mean? Somebody made money in the real estate because they were in the market when the market went up and then they sold. So if I just go into real estate, I'm like, hey, this guy did this, I should be able to reproduce that. If I don't, I'm a loser. Well, it doesn't work that way.
Absolutely.
It really doesn't work that way. You have to become the person who you glean information in a way that works for you. So you have to start knowing yourself, and you have to start applying that information in a way that helps you grow. And it's not about copying, but information is very important, but also you need to go out there and test it. You need to go out there and do something with it. Even ourselves, we're not saying, hey, you know what, we're on this path and we've had a little bit of success or a lot of success and we're done learning. No, you got to constantly learn. You got to constantly learn and do it in a way where it's fun. It doesn't have to be. That manifestation is very, very true. Sit down and basically say, what do I want out of life, and know that you can get it. You can't have a limited capacity in the way you're thinking. There is more air and there's more sunshine than we all ever need. So it doesn't make sense to have this kind of closed mindset about something. If somebody else is making a lot of money, it doesn't mean that you can't. You can also go out there and make a lot of money, even in that same platform, even in the same thing. You know what I mean? So
I think having that absolute abundance mindset with anything and everything is so key. Once you open your, I mean, it's like dating women, right? They always say dating women, dating men. Trying to be equal. You've got to have that abundance mindset, right? Because if you start to limit yourself, and it's the same, you get a woman, right? And you're just like, okay, so she's the only one for me. Right. I can't have anyone else. I will never find anyone else. You'll get that. Yes. You'll get that, and you'll have a fucking nightmare of a time. Right. You're like, this one woman, like, I'm focused on her. I can't get anyone else. She's the only one. You're like, well, I'm in a very closed mindset right now. I'm looking around going, what the fuck? I can't get women. What's going on?
Exactly.
Same with money. If you're like, oh no, because this guy's got the biggest market share, like I can't make any money. It's again that focus, that RAS, everything ties together. You've got that focus, you've got that limited mindset. Your unlimited mindset is focused on no money. You're gonna get more of no money.